So in this video, not only are we going to bring you Hyde Park, and I'm standing on Rotten Row at the moment, which I've covered in our previous video on Hyde Park earlier this year, and I will put a link later in the video for that one. But we're not only going to cover here, we're also going to cover St Dunstan's in the East, which is, if you've not seen our video on that previously, it's wonderful. It's an old abandoned church in the City of London. Plus we're also going to go to Regents Park as well. So enjoy the video. So we're going to start off our autumnal look here at St Dunstan in the East. Now if you've not heard of it, it's an old abandoned church, as you can see, right bang in the City of London. And believe it or not, both the Sky Garden and the Shard look down onto it, and it's just off Eastcheap. So if you've never been here, number one, this is one to go on your list. Number two, if you're thinking of doing it around autumn, this is definitely the time to come and see it, because the trees are changing colour. And it looks absolutely beautiful, especially with all of the branches and all of the vines hanging over the remains of the church. Now St Dunstan in the East is one of those places that gets quite busy, especially on tourist trails. So lots of people get bored here as a secret place within London. Yeah, whether you know about it or not, we call it a secret place. But anyway, lots of people come down here. Not only that, lots of people come down here for special photos as well. So when I was down here recording this video, just behind the wall there, that we've got people having engagement photos. I've seen wedding photos happen down here. It's just a fantastic background, but in autumn it's even more special with all of the different colours as well. The good news as well is it's not far off the beaten track. You've got Monument Station nearby and also Tower Hill. Yes, it's that close to the Tower of London. So if you're coming down to the Tower of London, you do want to make sure you pop down here. And if it's a lovely day, you'll get great pictures, just like these ones we're taking here. So here we're standing on Rotten Row, and actually you can see all the sand here, which is used by all the horses to be exercised, used by the different brigades and the different sets of soldiers. And we've got a barracks right just behind here, but as you can see, you've got the lovely autumnal colours of the leaves right here as well. Now the fantastic thing about shooting now and getting this video to you now is you've got all different coloured leaves. You've got some which are on the turn and others which have still to go. But what would be a better thing to do would be, let's get by the lake. So we're right by the Serpentine here at Hyde Park, and you've got the fantastic views down the Serpentine of the bridge that goes across and separates Hyde Park and also Kensington Gardens, which is there. You have all of the wildlife, but then as you swing round, you've got all of the different colours on the trees here at Hyde Park. Just showing you autumn is coming to London. And I'm shooting this right at the beginning of October. And there in the background there, just rising above the trees, is the Post Office Tower in the West End of London. Then as you swing round, you've got just hidden behind the trees there, which is the Hilton Hotel at Park Lane. And then as you swing round, you have the amazing weeping willows. Right, let's catch some of the wildlife here. All making a racket. And these birds are so tame, they obviously are hoping that I've got food, which is not the case, so they're going to be sadly disappointed. And I must admit, I ain't getting any closer to a swan like that. He's a biggie. Right, let's continue our walk around. Just hear the geese in the background. But let's also bring you some of the fantastic autumnal colours. Now in a lot of the parks you've got lots of birds, especially where you've got lakes, etc. Don't forget that if you want to see pelicans, the best place to go for that is St James's Park. And here we go. I don't know what you call a group of swans. I know someone's going to let me know in the comments. But here they all are, having a little preen. And they're rather large. I'm not sure if he's wagging his tail because he's pleased to see me or not. Don't think so. Let's get back. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk the Serpentine, just around the edge of the Serpentine here at Hyde Park, where it comes out by the cafe. And the reason for doing that is we've got some lovely trees. The sun is out as well. What a glorious day for this. Also, the temperature is lovely as well. What will be interesting is come down here in a couple of weeks' time, and a lot of these leaves will have fallen already and be mushy on the paths. And if it starts raining, quite slippery down here. One of the amazing things about this part of Hyde Park as well is how accessible it is. And actually, I've just walked around from Knightsbridge, which is just around the corner. I've been filming around there. And it's literally 3 minutes from the centre of Knightsbridge. So once again, what I love about London is everything is just so close. So whatever you do, if you're coming to London and you're walking between two different places, get out your map app on your phone, have a look, because it's incredible how close everything is. And also you can also see all of the pedlos moored up. Oh, there's one person on pedlos actually, but that's the only one across the whole lake. So it's now the end of the summer season, and you can see the pedalo people are now putting their stuff away in the middle of the lake for winter. Yeah, another great vantage point, just showing you the trees above Rotten Row, giving you all of the different colours. We've still got some flowers actually in the flower beds. Looking a bit worse for wear. But then looking at the trees going down there, you can just see beautiful autumnal colours. This area has to be one of my favourite viewpoints of the lake, because what you've got is you've got this wall at the end and you get a fantastic view right around. And this is right by the cafe. Now, taking in the colours, taking in the boathouse. Swans bobbing up and down on the Serpentine, and all of the different colours, and also a fantastic weeping willow. And here's an added extra. One of the things I loved about coming to London is you never know what you're going to see. Now here you'd think, oh well, it's someone's chucked some flowers or something, a plant at the top there, but actually when you look down you've got a plaque. Let's give you a view. So, supply of water by conduit from this spot was granted to the Abbey of Westminster with the manor of Hyde by King Edward the Confessor. The manor was resumed by the Crown in 1536, but the spring as a head and original fountain of water were preserved to the Abbey by the Charter of Queen Elizabeth in 1560. There you go, marks the spot. And interestingly, I've never spotted that before, and I've not seen it in any of the books that I've got. My history books on London, which is incredible. So here we're in the centre of Hyde Park, and as we look around, this is the area which was sort of cordoned off for British Summertime, which is a series of concerts that they have right here in the middle. You have likes of Billy Joel, also Blackpink, Pink was down here, Guns N' Roses, various other major bands from across the world playing. And of course the whole thing was sort of chewed up and dried out. But what's fantastic to see is that this whole area has now recovered. And whilst it's autumn, it's also amazing to take in all of the trees with their leaves, because very soon they'll be gone and winter will be upon us, and this area will all be winter wonderland. So whilst it looks great at the moment, it won't be long before winter wonderland starts getting put up. Here we're looking at the tree canopy, which is over towards Speaker's Corner, and that's Park Lane just in the background there. And as you can see, more of the leaves have fallen here than they have in other parts of the park. But then when you get down closer to Marble Arch, there's even more gone. So if you're approaching Hyde Park from Marble Arch, you'll definitely see autumn in progress there. So now we're in Regents Park, and I thought let's just show you what it's just like over here with the autumnal leaves. By the way, if you can hear the sound of running water, that's because we're right by the side of this water fountain. Excellent. Lovely. See, no sound effects needed on this channel. Let's go for the real thing. So once again, we've got the trees all gathering, all the different colours ready for autumn. As we look down one of the main avenues, you see the flowers are sort of disappearing. And autumn is definitely on its way. Let's show you a bit more. And this is one of the central boulevards, and I will link our video on Regents Park on here. And that's one of the central boulevards that goes right down past the side of London Zoo, and then takes you to the Regent's Canal. So whilst we've still got foliage hanging here, it is changing colour. But certainly a lovely afternoon for an autumnal walk here in London's great parks. So, what did you think? Where was your favourite place that we took you for our autumn walk? And if you've got any suggestions of places you think we should cover for autumn 2023, do let us know in the comments down below. It's always great to see where people love to take their autumnal walks, especially if you come to London on a regular basis. Yeah, do let us know in the comments down below. Now here I've given you a snapshot of a couple of the royal parks, and what I'm going to do is put a link to a video where we walked between a lot of the royal parks, sort of linking them together and walking through the West End. So if you love stuff like that, you want to click on that video up in the top right hand corner, and I'll see you in there.